Frostpunk 2. And the Trans-Siberian Orchestra kicks in. Oh boy, I've been looking forward to this one. So, Frostpunk 1 is probably my favourite city builder and just generally one of my favourite games ever. It is a fantastically bleak strategy game about making very difficult moral choices. Like actual moral choices, not like the video game moral choices. The minds yearn for the children they hunger. Howdy Crow, settle in. Alright. Frostpunk 2 is a challenging game, which planning ahead is crucial, and failure is a natural part of the... Oh god, we're gonna fucking die! If you're a veteran of the original Frostpunk or enjoy a challenge, you may try your luck with the officer or higher difficulty level. Otherwise, we suggest you start at citizen and take it one step at a time. Orchestral sting! Remember, it's not about how many times we fall, it's about how many times we get up. I am kind of a veteran of Frostpunk 1. I've beaten the original twice, and I've beaten the last autumn. Like, I got the achievement for beating the last autumn before the deadline. So, I kind of know what I'm doing. A challenging endeavour with slight margin for error, but otherwise demanding focus and planning. How brave are we feeling, children at home? Because I'm generally not very good at these games, so... Please not the mines again. Get in there! We've got coal. We need coal. You know what? We'll put it on officer for now. And if we ever get just, like, hard stuck, and it's just, like, I don't know how to do, you know, I don't know how to do this, we can try it again in Citizen. Because there's apparently multiple chapters, and there's more off to the side here. So we'll see how this goes. We'll do officer for now, and we'll cycle down. In 1887, the world froze to death. Civilization crumbled. The failing British Empire built generators to support cities of evacuees, cities that would become the last on Earth. Whether huddled by a generator or out in the open frostland, those that survived were shaped by the ordeal. Hi.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the
Oh, he's melting here.
British Empire.
Goes off the screen. ASMR stuff like this always gives me the friggin' heebie-jeebies.
I held.
Oh, Captain! Right, so this is supposed to be like, this is who we were in the first game. We were the captain.
United. We survived 30 years of whiteouts.
So it's been a while. Voices of the damned whispering for me. Well, this guy's been through a lot. Oh, good. And the embodiment of death has come to take us away.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the
Oh
end.
boy, gigantic, ridiculous airships. Now what? Indeed. So, if you don't like your video games to have politics in them, look away now, because this is a game about politics. I don't know how soon it will be, but one of the big features that they were advertising was the new council system. We've been roaming the frozen desert for years. Many of us do not remember a world before the Great Frost. Now another whiteout is coming, and again we've reached the old machine. Again we will rely on its furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past we've always made sure there was enough supplies for the next whiteout. What is going on? Why am I Holy smokes! Somebody's stolen all of my frames. Oh, there we go. Wow, for some reason it just really didn't like that menu. That was weird. OBS, are you having a time? Hang on, I'm going to get all wiggly and jiggly here. Oh, I should mention, I have tweaked a bunch of settings. I have changed some stuff. Prologue, The Wanderers. So I think I may have finally figured out what was causing all that weird audio pop and crackle before. So I've unplugged some things and I've moved some stuff around to minimise how much load OBS is going through. So do let me know if that happens again. Fingers crossed we've fixed it, but do keep me posted. Right, the old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but the scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break the ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use it. Then we can turn on the dreadnought's furnace to heat us. We will restart the furnace. Alright, immediately... Okay, spacebar is paused. That's a lucky guess. Let's take a measure of the situation here. So... Oil wagon. Ah, there... Yes. Yes, the oil wagon. It's the wagon that has oil. That's how you do it. Okay. The situation is not great. We are lacking... We've got all of our stuff at the top. We are lacking in heat. We have basically no shelter. We have no food and no food stockpiled. We have no material. Okay, so Frostbreak. Oh, there we go, there's question marks. Initially, you can only build districts in a limited area. The wider terrain is covered in a frozen stiff ground which is impossible to construct upon. To widen the buildable area, you need to use Frostbreakers. You can send out Frostbreaking teams by clicking on the Frostbreaking button located in the bottom right of the screen. Then find your way towards the edges of the buildable area and click on yellow tiles. Yellow tiles? They were white. I think somebody forgot to update some text here. After until the indicator circle is full. It's not okay. They've definitely forgotten to update some tutorials after they reworked some stuff. After that, click on the tick to confirm. Frostbreaking cost is fixed unless there are no more tiles to click. The amount of tiles needed to begin is always the same. Okay. Oh, close. Yeah, so it's not yellow tiles. Oh no, it is yellow. There's just like a very faint hatching. It's very faint. Right. So we have various resources about fertile soil. And what's this? Material. Soil. Okay, so we have three oil wagons with about 50k apiece. Dang! Okay. Settling in for the long haul, considering we only need 20. Alright, so... and then... Let's just make some general space around the Dreadnought. Oh, hello. The Dreadnought's furnace. The Dreadnought wreck has a furnace that serves as a heat generator for your population. You need to have fuel to turn it on. In this case, oil is the only available fuel. Once you've recovered it, you can turn on the furnace by clicking the switch next to Dreadnought's furnace. The furnace uses as much available fuel as is needed. Okay, so we can't... It's not like the first game where you could be burning massively more fuel than you actually needed. It only uses as much as it needs to fill... to fill demand. Vertical indicator on the left shows how much image demand is in grey. The red part is unfulfilled demand. And then yellow is surplus. You can also activate overdrive, which temporarily increases the generator's efficiency but also increases wear. Be careful and turn overdrive off before the wear indicate fills up and causes a malfunction. Right, that's the same as the first game as well, where you could accidentally blow yourself up if you weren't careful. Okay, so yeah, the Frostbreakers are working away. What's this? Districts. District construction. Districts are the base of your economy. Build them to produce or process resources and provide shelter. Fixed number of tiles. When a district, look for the indicator circle. Okay, so the... Right, we've got like a hex grid system. Available tiles are white. Click on them until... Yes, yes, yes. For example, build an extractor district. Start from the tile with an oil deposit. Right. Okay, but we can't do that until that's finished digging, so... Let's get some housing. Area effects. There's blue tiles. Pay attention to where you construct districts, as area of effects may give them additional positive or negative effects. Area of effects are caused by environmental circumstances, the natural layout of the land or surface upon which a district is built, or by proximity to other districts. Area effects are applied when at least 3 district... Oh, I see. So yes, you need to do... Right, you need to do at least 3 tiles to get the benefit. For example, it's beneficial to place housing districts near other housing districts to benefit from mutual heating. Okay, so if we get a bit clever here and wait... Yeah, there's some... I could sort of build long here. Alright, can I do more frost breaking? I can. Okay, I can frost break as much as I want. So let's start doing some frost breaking. Why is it not? Okay, those aren't valid. There's some valid stuff over here, though. Let's start digging towards these food tiles. Oh, nice. And they've got those dirty great Garsweilers too, like those things that they used to dig out, like lithium in Germany. Jeez, and I thought we were supposed to be wandering nomads. This is some heavy equipment. I was expecting like a team of dudes with sledgehammers. Okay. While that's working, let's look at what else we've got here. The Wanderers community. People of your city form communities, groups of people united by common outlook and background. You can view any of your communities by clicking on the image. Under each community is a list of actions you can perform. Those actions can greatly improve your your city's situation. However, they can also change your relations with that community for better or worse. Right. We have... Okay, so that's trust. I am accepted. Tighten belts. The Wanderers will ration their food to save more for the whiteout, intentionally going hungry so there's more for later. Okay, so that means... Yeah. Hunger is significantly increased. Food demand is decreased. Okay. Ah, looks like frost breaking's done. So, extraction district. And it needs to be... 3 tiles, so we'll sort of build it like that, and let's open let's dig towards this construction wagon. that open. Can I... Okay, you can't just dig wherever you like. Once you start digging, you need to be, like, making a path. So... let's just open up a whole bunch of space here. That'll do. Start building a housing district. And if I sort of put one there, like that, I can build the rest of the housing district sort of here-ish. And that way I'll have two housing districts that are really close to one another and they're providing mutual heat. But cold, here we go. Cold is a measure of how well your city is heated and how protected your people are from the frost. Make sure that shelter and heat needs are fulfilled. Not satisfying those needs mainly increases cold. Right, so these circles up at the top, these are our problems. Cold is notable and growing because of heat scarcity and shelter scarcity. And then we have disease, which is being increased by the increase in cold. Actually kind of getting a bit low on money here. Okay. Let's get a... thought I heard something go thunk. Let's get a food district down. So, how do we get money? 21... Okay, it's just taxes. Got it. It's just taxes. Let's start getting some food in here, because... yeah, hunger is starting to kick up. Ooh! You see here, now this circle it's starting to get like a drag to it. Also, I've just realised, hang on, the screen is a little bit... There we go. Now we're not clipping off the top, you can actually see all of the... Whoa. Steady there. Here we go, and... adjust the frame a little bit. Okay. There we are. Now you can actually see all of the stuff going on, clipping off the sides. What's this? As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us. But more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts and will do so again. We have oil, we can turn on the furnace. Select the Dreadnought Rec to access furnace control. Once turned on, the Dreadnought's furnace will automatically convert oil into heat. Okay. Gentlemen, hit the button. Wow, listen to that roar. The furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover current needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will best protect us from the cold if built in close proximity to other housing or the furnace itself. However, we will need prefabricated parts for construction. We brought some with us, the rest we'll need to extract. Yeah, well, thankfully I thought ahead a little bit there, so I can... There we go, we can start getting some construction material out of there. We are still not quite there on housing. But we need money. It's going to take 3 weeks to get enough... money. Can I just... Yeah, I'm just gonna ask for some money, which does hurt the old relations meter a bit. but it's either that or freeze. There we go. Double heat benefit. People getting mad that I'm taking their money. And we've got a food district. Oh, now we're actually getting negative materials. There we are. Okay, food is still not quite there. Can we get to another... Oh, no, I already did, didn't I? Yeah, let's get that down straight away. Boom. To be making... I want to get all of this in the green. Oh, and I've just noticed we have a temperature drop on the way. Okay, how are we doing? Cold is still, unfortunately, growing. It is becoming a problem. Alright, let's speed ahead a little bit until this housing district completes. There we go. Gain access to food. We have established some heat and shelter for our people. We must now turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First must frost break to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food. Then we must store it in easily accessible depots. We must move quickly so that no one starves. We've secured our immediate survival. Now we have to stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. Yes, I imagine you can't be walking around during a bloody storm. We need to produce more food than our demand. There we go. Housing is still a little bit below, but there we go. Disease. Pouring sand in his hands. We've been here so many times, the soil is depleting. A couple more and there'll be no point erecting the hothouses. There'll be nothing to grow food on. And the yield is so low, either we pull emergency shifts or tighten our belts. Right, we did see that. Otherwise there might not be enough for everyone. We might not be able to fill the food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten belts or instill emergency shifts. So, I can... yeah. The Wanderers will work deep into the night with little regard for their safety. Well, we're about to complete... How much does these things generate on their own? 45. So we're going to be generating a surplus of 30 with this. But we could get more, because there's another down there. Stockpiles would be ready in 190 weeks at current rate. We don't have 190 weeks. We've got 70. This is a bad, bad old situation. Right. Okay. Hunger is diminishing. Good. We're good. We could still do with one... We could still do with one more housing district. Because it's still kind of cold. No, focus on the food for now. So, what's the sitch? Seal colony. 400,000. Holy smokes. Okay. No, but what... We don't need amount. We need throughput. We need turnover. So... yeah, if we go to these two... Well, that's fine. That gives me time to build up more money and material. Actually, speaking of, yeah, we are actually decreasing. Yeah, there it is, squalor. Increased by material scarcity. Let's start heading towards some of these material districts then. Oh! Stockpile 10,000. Right, so here we go, food stockpile. Okay, we're gonna need 10... Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna very quickly tweak some settings because, wow, what the shit. Graphics. Can I not... Let's swackle this down to... swackle this down to medium. I'm going to turn off post-processing next time for Thursdays, because I hate post-processing. All it does is just make me feel like I'm not wearing my glasses. Okay. So, we want a food district here. So, requires more prefabs. What's our prefab turnover? 20 a week. Alright. Well, it's gonna be a minute before we're at risk of maxing out our stockpile, so we've got time. We need 80. Okay, we are just out of prefabs. 20 a week. I hope we've got time. Sick and injured. Unsolved problems in a city make part of its workforce absent. Those workers are temporarily excluded from your workforce. Sick. The number of sick workers increases proportionally to how high disease is. Right, so that just reduces your max. These people will rejoin the available workforce upon decreasing the disease in the city or being cured in hospitals. Injured will rejoin available workforce over time. Having hospitals or using abilities, e.g. triage, accelerates this process. You may encounter other sorts of absences in the city due to various events and decisions that you make. Okay, well thankfully it's only 2 people. What's the... Yeah, that is going down. The trouble is... Okay, we need to do something about squalor, because apparently our fucking buildings are falling apart, so... It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh god. That's not nice at all. Okay. Food, we're up to 75. There we go. Stockpile's almost ready. So if we just need to get enough prefabs together to build the last district, and we should hopefully be okay. So, what can I... What's here? A mysterious symbol. The Captain's Legacy. One of our Frostbreaking crews uncovered the frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads New London Scouts 3rd Platoon. Oh, it's these boys. God, how long have you been out here? He bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organisation, while others argue it has religious significance. Maybe you have heard of this New London... Ah! So this is how we choose. Okay, so for those who didn't play, Frostpunk 1, there was a big turning point in sort of the middle of the game where you had to choose the path of, like, your city's purpose, because hope takes a plunge, and it's like, I need to do something to unite the people in a vision for the future, and you could choose order or faith. Now I've done 2 playthroughs of Frostpunk on stream. One is available for VOD, for you to watch on a VOD. The other one isn't. In the one that was available on the VOD, we chose order. And in my first playthrough, we did faith. I don't recognise this symbol. It will create a continuity in which New London... Okay, so I can choose or I can flip a coin. Let's flip a coin. Let's see just what happens. You know what? I'm going to start breaking down here so we can get these other districts. So we're now in need of oil again. Oh, there is another oil wagon there. The stockpile is trending up. We're getting there. There we go. And now Squalor's gotten rid of, so disease should start ticking down again. How much does frostbreaking cost? 30. Okay, so we can just keep going kind of nuts. Just keep going kind of nutty with it. Let's just start breaking stuff, and who knows, we might find more. And then we'll just break. Okay, break that open. So we need... Oh, we finally run out of workforce. Well, that's fine. That's because I've got, like, a bunch of frostbaking running at the moment. So that'll free up, like, 600 people once that's done. Also, point of order, fucking hell, apparently the scale has gone up. Like, you finished Frostpunk 1 with a population of about 500, assuming you do everything correct. Okay. Now we're up to 3,000. Oh boy, and there's the whiteout looming on the horizon. We need to get a move on. We still need more prefabs. Let's break that open and we'll start cracking that as well. Okay, I think we're doing all right here. So long as if we get these last 2 districts down, we should be all right without having to do anything drastic. Let's speed up a little bit rather than just sitting here watching these progress bars. We've got another event. Our stores are almost full of food, but we still need more for the whiteout. We need secure... Yes. Okay, we need to start building depots. Deadly cold. Oh, shit! 30 people have frozen to death. People are freezing. Okay. Yeah. Our workers and frostbreaking crews have begun to suffer casualties from exposure. Ask us to provide more heating before the cold takes further toll. Yeah, so let's slap down. Damn, 140. Everything's so expensive. Okay, extraction. There we go. Let's get that oil flowing. Into the black, burying the dead. We mourn those that have recently passed. As is our custom, we take them to the oil pits. We gently lower their bodies into the thick blackness. The fuel that keeps us warm in life likewise preserves us in death. But death also erodes trust in our leaders. Without trust, there is no future. Trust in relations fall every time people die. Right. Yeah, we are now down to tolerated. That's fine. We're about to get a big surge in heat in a second, just in time for the cold drop. Food stockpile hub is full. That's a problem. There we go. Okay. We need to... There we go. Reduced workforce requirement. So many events. Goodness me. My knees ache and my fingers are so stiff. I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob playing by the evening fire. But maybe this is it. I've talked to the other elders. If it comes to it, we will... Oh! They're going to go for a walk, and there may be some time. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the required food. Hopefully it's not going to come to that. It's just I've not managed my prefabs super well. Oh, case in point. Yeah, demolish. There we go. Okay. Heat is good, and our demand is going to go down because we're not going to have to heat this anymore. Seals! I can't believe my eyes. We haven't seen them since before the Great Frost. How did they survive? There's enough meat here to feed everybody. We're saved. But should we slay them if the Lord spared them the end of the world too? We get into our first proper moral decision. Okay, stockpile's ready in 34 weeks. We do need to build another hub, though, because our stockpile is only 25,000. Need prefabs. I believe it's... Alright. Okay, put that there as well. Reduce the workforce requirements. And I need... There we go. Focus on food. So we need 140 prefabs to make a depot. Actually, do we even need a third one? 40,000. No, I think we're going to be all right. Stockpile's ready in 29 weeks at current rate. I think we're going to be okay. He says heat demand increased. Alright, let's do something about that. Okay. Pause. Yeah, let's turn that off. How down to the wire can I turn this? Okay, we can... We don't have a stockpile of material, is the problem. Okay, the cold is beginning to get to us, so let's do something about that. It's only going to get colder when the whiteout hits. Extraction district. Boom. Okay, we can turn this district back up to full power. Good, good, good. I think we're going to be okay. Just gotta... this is about to run out, though. Yeah, 19 weeks. Oil is all good. We should probably just build more. Oh, no. Well, that's about to run out. 17 weeks, so we can dismantle that, and it will take away from our heat demand. Let's just speed it ahead. And what are you that's about to run out? You are also a food district that's about to run out. Alright, we might be in bigger trouble than I thought. We just need to keep stocking up. You know what? I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna use the Titan Belts command. Hunger we can survive. Starvation, no. Yeah, there we go. So the stockpile is going to be ready much sooner, so we can make these two districts go a lot further. Whiteout is in 29 weeks. We'll have enough food in 10. Is there anything that I could shut down to ease the heat burden a little? Not really. I guess we just... Yeah, we just get everything ready and then dismantle the... Oh. The whiteout draws near. People in the camp are getting tense. They worry we won't gather enough food in time. We'll be fine. The hunters blame us for ignoring the seal colony and claim they would have been able to provide enough food for everyone. It's too late for that now. Many elders have volunteered to walk into the Frostland rather than be a burden on resources. Their sacrifice would greatly reduce the rations we need for the whiteout. No, I think we should... No, we will gather enough food. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, 7 weeks, and I've already done Titan Belts. Sickness is piling up a little bit, but... Alright, we can demolish that. Yeah. Whiteout arrives soon, and stockpiles will be ready in 2 weeks, and that's still got a month of throughput left on it. Okay, we managed to get through this without having to do anything drastic. Ain't that lucky? This is... Welcome to the tutorial, by the way. The game's not messing around. And boom! Secured enough food to survive the incoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last-minute preparations before the storm arrives. We should try and keep our people warm for this time. We will survive. Let's go! Yeah, and we're still incoming 88. So, should be just dandy. Ah, excuse me. Please, let's just speed through it. So that's about to run out. Oh, this isn't even being used at all because our demands are being entirely met by the one district. Yeah, we've still got a lot of sick people, but that's mostly because we're just like riding the absolute razor edge of thing. Alright. Here comes the cold. Grit them teeth. Preparations are over. Oh, that's terrifying. I've never lived through an air raid or a tornado warning or any sort of like big thing, you know, big sort of natural disaster or artificial disaster. But there's something about that air raid siren, like it activates some primal neuron. When the wipeout hit the camp, the Wanderers were ready. Everyone was thankful we acted fast and gathered enough food in time. The miracle of the seal colony strengthened our hope that our journey will lead to a promised land. Our elders have added this story to our great tales alongside warnings about a sinful city that still pumps smoke into the sky. We survived. Let's go. Hey, and I just got an achievement for making it through without doing anything drastic. We survived the end of the world. Now what? Ooh. Is this the... yes, the oil. Oil is seems to be like a big thing. It's a big part of the advertising was oil. There it is. Oh, nice, and they even play... I recognise those notes. That's from The City Must Survive. Great leader is dead. Solo Nobre must fall. Welcome, Brigador. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Keep the city together. The city must survive. Will hold its hand on its deathbed. Alright, let's do this. So that was just the bloody tutorial. Now we have the main game. Chapter 1, Scraping the Barrel. The captain is dead. As he weakened, growing divisions brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now New London is left to suffer the consequences. Oh, I see. Wow. There's your problem with autocracy, children. Is you will be heavily reliant on one guy. When he dies or goes crazy, it does result in a bit of a problem. As steward, it is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Let's get to work. Frostblade to shallow coal seam and construct the extraction district. Okay, so... oh my word! I've just taken measure of the situation. We're hosed! So, yeah, we've got no heat, basically no shelter, -90 on food, materials absent. Oh, we do have a stockpile, though. So that we can at least leave alone for a little while. Goods limited. What's goods? Tutorial. Goods are all items that will satisfy the needs and desires of people living in the city. They can be as simple as furniture, cutlery, books and games, to luxury items like watches, jewellery, cigars and elaborate clothing. Okay, so it's just like... it's Stellaris. It's, you know, consumer goods stuff. It's what we're familiar with. So, when goods are scarce, people will begin to fight over them, contributing to crime, decreasing the income of heat stamps. Wait, so are heat stamps and scraps different? Heat stamps. Okay, these aren't links. You can't. Okay, I'm guessing they've got the same icon, so I'm guessing scraps and heat stamps are the same. Goods can be produced out of materials in industrial districts. Remember, you need to switch industrial... Oh! Industrial districts make components, but also can produce goods. Oh my goodness. Who's ready for competitive plate spinning? Right. So, hang on. Districts. Oh my word. Abandoned ruins. A lot of prefabs. Nice. Okay, and that's shallow coal seams. A bunch of. Alright. Frostbreak. So. Boom, 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 boom. Start breaking towards those other ones. Right. And food. We also have a stockpile of... But I'm not about to gamble on that. So, do we have... Oh my... What? Oh my god, the map's huge. Holy shit. Okay. Are we going to fill this whole space? Holy crap. Hang on. Frostbreaking. Wow! We've got a lot of room, children. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, we've got 3 fertile soil spots here that we don't need to break to, so that's fine. We have... Yeah, we can just boom, boom. How much does a food district generate on its own here? 50. Okay, so we are going to need 2. Hopefully there's more over here. Okay, that should keep the pressure down for some time. Housing... Oh, probably should have done housing first. Right, housing district. 20 shelters, so we're going to need at least 3. Oh, here we go. Near food district. Oh, near food district does us a solid. That's good. And what do we have here? Sheltered from wind. Ooh, hang on. If I'm a bit clever here, I can 1, 2, 3, and then can I build up on the... Yeah, I can build up on the ridge. There we go. It's a bit dense. But there we go. Now we just build a whole bunch of people into this channel here. Good stuff. Right. So that's going to get us two seams. How much does 2 seams generate? 120. Okay, that's good. So we only need one mine for quite a while. We should probably do something about goods, but... Yeah, you know what? Let's build a extraction district around this busted up forest. Can I... Okay, you can't double dip resources. I can't build an extraction district that extracts prefabs and material. Alright, and then we're going to want a industrial district. There we go. Bit of heat sharing. Right, good stuff. Let's set this all ticking over. Let's get some coal in here. Sharpish. Heat stamps. Oh, okay, it is prompting me that heat stamps are different. Stockpileable resource that can be spent on frost breaking, funding construction, or when using specific actions. Okay, right. They're not quite the same. Heat stamps have more uses. The city collects heat stamps weekly. Yep, that's all the same. Heat stamps income can be increased by satisfying goods demand. It can also be modified by certain laws and buildings. You can request or donate heat stamps to communities and factions. Oh, we should probably take a quick measure of what's going on there. Click on a community or faction at the bottom of the screen to see possible actions. Right, let's see what communities we've got while we wait for all this construction to happen. The New Londoners. Who's Stuart? Through technological progress, New London will thrive, and we have stalwarts. Progress for the glory of New London. Merit forges the strongest. Reason for order. Order for control. Okay, so we rolled order. And these guys are like great leaders, loyalists. And the Frostlanders. Adaptation is the only way to live in the frost. Okay, so these guys, the stalwarts, there's less of them, but they appear to be more needy. They want reason, merit, and progress, whereas New Londoners only care about progress. Steward. Alright, construction's all done. Boom, 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 boom. Let's start building this way so I can start getting all of these as well. We've got money. Do we want to start frost breaking now? Yeah, better now than when it becomes a problem. There we go, and that uncovers 4 more seams for us. Okay. Get building, chaps. Expanding districts. Expand districts to increase their scale, both in terms of size and capability. Expanded districts are more efficient and provide additional building slots. Select a district to open its panel and click on the Expand button. Select new tiles around the chosen district to start the expansion. If there are not enough adjacent tiles to select, the district cannot be expanded. Right, so we might end up in a situation where we just plumb run out of room. Be mindful that housing districts have no building slots upon construction, contrary to all other types of districts. That is why you need to expand such a district at least once to construct any buildings in it. Okay. So rather than building another district, we might just be able to expand this one into all that extra space. Did you hear? The steward orders to set up a new... Oh, I didn't see that. I pray the whiteout doesn't collapse it like it did last time. Oh dear. I think things went a bit wrong. Okay, we're nearly there. We just hold a little bit longer, please. Right, industry. You want to go over to goods. Tension. Tension is located at the middle bottom of the screen. It's portrayed as an orb. I do like orbs. They're very ponderous. That fills with black liquid as tension rises throughout the city. Tension shows you how agitated and anxious people in the city are. Tension rises if problems like cold, hunger, disease, squalor, and crime are high. Factions may also increase tension depending on their fervour. The more they are radicalised, the more tension they cause. Besides, factions might engage in various disruptions, such as protest. Right, so if we end up pissing people off, we could have a riot on our hands. Be careful. If your tension reaches the maximum limit, the city will fall into chaos. Oh dear, okay. Tension level changes dynamically, so keep an eye on it, especially when it rises. Tension reflects the overall situation of the city, so the best way to lower tension is to improve the city. We should improve society somewhat. I'm very intelligent. Okay, well, what's the tension situation now? Notable. Increased by cold. Increased by fear of running out of coal. Increased by minor disease. Okay, well, the new coal mine is about to finish, so if we can just avoid flipping shit for half an hour, we should be alright. We need more housing because we're still down by 30. So I'm going to build 2 more housing districts. Well, we've got all of these early game resources. There we go. 2 more housing districts so we can sort of future-proof ourselves a little bit. There we go. We're on. Let's fire her up. Good work, Stuart. We've secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last long. We need to improve our mining to use it more efficiently, but the city's communicators are voicing different ideas on how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. We must choose a solution. Buildings. You can construct buildings in district if there is an empty building slot available inside of them. Buildings have their own demand and output, which is added to the already existing economy of a district. Oh my word! And I thought Stellaris had it rough. Buildings can improve base output of a district, e.g. providing more food, reduce problems, e.g. squalor or crime. Initially, you don't have many buildings available for construction. However, the Research Institute is a building that is always available. Provides you with access to the Ideas Tree and a cumulative bonus to research speed. Ah, build more universities, research shit faster. Excuse me. Developing new ideas is essential to the invention of new technology and new buildings. Be mindful of who is conducting the research, as ideologies of specific groups will influence the result. They will come forth with a special variant of a building aligned to their views. Right. Okay, so buildings. Research Institute has to be built in a housing district. Right, and housing...
appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
What are you on about? I'm not Ringo. Okay, let's expand this housing district. Sort of up onto the ridge a bit. That's fine. That's going to future-proof our housing situation for a while. So let's do what I said before. We'll expand this. There we go. Expand that into these 2 extra seams. Okay, I think we're under control now. We could still do with more goods production, but that will at least reduce crime. Speed that up a little bit. Game's chugging due to autos. The generator wakes, a child is born. People gather around the generator as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat upon us yet again. This is the heart of the city, our last line of defence against the cold, our first hope for a future, any future. Stuart, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life. They called her Lily May. They ask that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future. May your life be warm and winds spare your path. You didn't call her Jenny. Right, housing district expander. Put a research institute in there. There we go. Alright, housing. We are now fully housed. Go, and we're now generating 150 coal, which is still not enough, shockingly. Let's frostbreak to these last 2 seams. Alright, we're probably going to burn through this a lot faster than I thought. Ugh. Okay, Research Institute is nearly done. Here we go. A small crowd gathers outside the new Research Institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The stalwarts and New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You would have to choose who to entrust with developing their idea. I mean, that's probably because the captain was an autocrat psycho. Right, show me the money. We need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may produce diverging answers on the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve relations with that community. I see. Coal mines. Okay, we need a bit more money, but let's oh Jesus. Let's see what we've got here. Dust coal mine. Mining operation where residual coal dust is sucked up and compressed into briquettes to make maximum use of the resource. Oh wow, and that produces 150 coal on its own. Damn, that damn near doubles our output. Yeah, but diseases slightly increase because we're dealing with a whole lot of coal dust, and material demand because, requires maintenance. And the New Londoners suggest the blasting coal mine operation using explosive drilling to rapidly exploit coal deposits generating noxious fumes. So that generates even more coal, but squalor because blammo, and materials demand because blammo. And the stalwarts agree. I think I'm actually going to lean... Okay, let's back out a sec, because I just need... Yeah, I need a bit more money, so we just got to wait for the week to tick over. Come on. There we go. Right. There's our ideas tree. Right. Dust coal mine. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Frostlanders solution here. Mostly just to ease the burden on our material supplies a little bit. Mine will apparently just like double our output. Okay, but that's going to take yonks to get going. It might just be worth building another extraction district. Let's... Okay, yeah, people are starting to get sick. We need to... Oh, requires 600 workforce. Okay, we can turn down the food... Yeah, turn down the food district, so we're making exactly enough. There we go, and that reduces the heat demand of both of you. That might actually make things a lot easier. District employment, I already know how that works. Come on. Keep forgetting to unpause the game. Ooh. Oh, there's little trains. There's little trams. Look at them go. New. Sorry, I'm just... Okay, this frame rate situation is getting infuriating. Do we have VSync? Can I turn VSync on? Frame limit is already on. Yeah, it's already on. Frame generation. That's no help. Oh, good God. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to drop a save. Save is going to be... I'm going to very quickly just go to a BRB while I fix this. I'm going to turn some settings down, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back. Let's see how we do. I've turned post-processing off and everything else down to medium, so we should be alright now. Admiring the generator. It's good to have you back, old chap. It was a terrible fright to have you switched off. You're more than just a heat source to us, you know. To us, you're a symbol of what should be unbending, unyielding fortitude. May you all stand so bold against the frost. The generator is revered and respected by the stalwarts. I mean, they would, wouldn't they? Okay. We don't seem to be chugging so much anymore. Materials and goods are still a bit low, but right now we need to focus our resources. We can only have a lot of money, so we need to focus our resources. 4 more weeks before the coal mine is ready. There we go. Okay. Cold has been resolved. It's fine. The sickness is starting to diminish. Dust coal mine. And tension has dropped. Excellent. So, oh my goodness, we need 400 workforce. Where are we going to get more workforce? Alright, how are we doing? Okay, I'm actually going to shut down the materials district for a time. Oh, actually, that... Okay, hang on. District, and then we can actually sort of... Yeah, there we go. We can cycle this up to about 30%. Oh, I missed what that... There we go. T for tutorial. And... Hey, we're not lagging when we're in this menu now. Good, that did the trick. You can monitor the zeitgeist of your city in the bottom left of the screen. Zeitgeist means the spirit of time, and describes the direction your city on 3 axes: technology, economy, and society. Right. The laws you pass, buildings you build, and choices you make, they all impact the zeitgeist. At the same time, your communities have a natural tendency to favour some solutions. Your relations with them will change based on how your views are aligned with the current zeitgeist. The more you develop the city in the direction they support, the more positively affects your relations. To see what a given community or faction supports, click on their image at the bottom of the screen and hover over the icons above their name. Right. Watch as your decisions shape the zeitgeist. Be on the lookout for dissent, which can tear your city apart. So, what have we got? Adaptation versus progress. We are currently favouring adaptation because I built the Frostlanders building. Merit versus equality. Tradition versus reason. Alright, let's see how this fires up then. I'm gonna let the money situation try and upcycle a bit. And we are building a stockpile of fuel. Good. And that's going to go absolutely wild in a second. Speed ahead till that's built. There we go. With the new mine, the impending doom of depleting coal is postponed, yet differences between communities remain. The weakening captain wanted to establish a council to settle them, but he didn't live to see it through. It falls to you, Stuart. The people of New London want a say in how it's run. The first decision whether you should continue to lead the city. I'd like to think I've done a pretty good job. Leo Giles, the steward, Reactivated the generator and got us housing. That gets my vote. Thank you. There we go. Why 200 workforce? Fark. Why does it require 200 people? What kind of administrative nightmare are you running around here? Captain's dead. Why should he get a say in his successor? You tell
Please
me.
give the right of way to frost-breaking teams in transit.
Speaking of, we have a serious materials deficit going on, and the stockpile will not last forever. We can now vote on laws. Stuart has the sniffles. Blech. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. The stalwarts maintained order on behalf of the captain and adhere to what they claimed was his okay, yeah, so they're great leaders, loyalists, progress, merit and reason. The New Londoners Frostlanders clash over survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. Open the session! Oh, look at that. That is a steampunk parliament. You'll love to see it. It's got brass tubes everywhere. Alright. Let's see how this works. When you return to the council in future, you'll be able to propose new laws to vote upon, but for now a special vote needs to happen. The communities of New London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful, if you fail, this will be the end. Okay. So... delegates required for support neutral. So, we have... oh, hang on. Oh, my goodness. Alright, there's a certain divide. Right, so we have... the Frostlanders. 45% of the city. Attached to the city and its generator, the citizens of New London stay together through thick and thin. They value technology, which they credit for getting them through the Great Storm. And then we have the Stalwarts. Yeah, the Great Leaders regime. And the Frostlanders, originally hailing from New London, these colonists of Frostland outposts tried to establish a permanent foothold beyond the city. The whiteout years destroyed that dream, but taught them a value of adaptation and grit. Okay, the Stalwarts only account for 12% of the city. And the others are about 45 and 43% each. So, we can just send it. So what does hesitant mean? People are divided. So what's the... hang on. Council. You can propose laws, however they must be voted in the majority. Some special cases, such as laws from the rule category, a 2/3 majority is required. Okay, so the really heavy stuff is going to require a overwhelming majority. Communities and factions will fight for or against different laws, depending on their views. You can learn more about them by clicking on the Right. So what does hesitant mean? Does that mean, is it going to split sort of... does hesitant just get split in the middle, or are they all random? You know what? Let's not eyeball it. Who's mostly against us? 7, 6. Okay. And meanwhile, okay. Let's negotiate. Mostly hesitant. Let's negotiate with the New Londoners. We want them to vote for me. They want me to enact city development efforts. Blasting oh, okay. I'm choosing... ooh. Research the ventilation tower. Uses high-powered mechanical fans to disperse foul air outside the city. Squalor is decreased. That might come in handy later. The district produces a small amount of prefabs. Okay, let's see what the Frostlanders want. They want weather-adjusted shifts to protect both the health. Workplaces must adapt to working hours to weather conditions. Heat demand in districts other than housing is decreased. Disease slightly decreased. Production efficiency is slightly decreased. That might be a tough one. They want us to condemn the stalwarts. Research building survivalist headquarters. Exploration time is decreased. Territory threat level is decreased. We do want to go exploring sooner rather than later. That might be a good shout. I am going to negotiate with the New Londoners for city development effort. I will do that if you agree to vote for me. Yeah, so now I will definitely get at least 51 votes. Now, it said 36 are hesitant.
The delegates have spoken.
Right, so
The law takes effect.
so it's about half of hesitant. It's not quite an even split. The stewardess shall remain then. Good, there are challenges ahead. Expanding coal extraction is a great success, but the vein will only last for so long. We need to we do need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel, otherwise the city will have no future. Alright, access to the Frostlands. Logistics District gave access to the Frostland. Okay, so that's like beacons from the first game. They can only be constructed in place of old way station at the edges of the city or colony. Colony? By exploring and exploiting the world outside the capital, you can provide your people with nearly everything they need. Nearly everything. You can switch between the Frostland view and the city view by clicking the button in the top right corner. Alright, and then... Okay, we don't have Frostland view yet. Frostbreak. Where's the nearest way station? Is to the south. That's... We can just about make it if we Frostbreak to the south. Yeah, we won't make it in any of these other directions. So, how many way stations are there? 1, 2... There's 3. North, south, and west. Okay, we'll try south for the time being. It's completely tapped my workforce. Following anyone down this path, I refuse. Oh my goodness, we've got some fights going on. Council in recess, 9 weeks. Okay. What do I need to do to extraction district? We just don't have the workforce to multitask at all right now. Can I do... Actually, we should probably do some research. Ooh, housing insulation. Fuel. Oh, hello, what's all this? Resources. Oh my god, okay. We have multiple tech trees. Sawmills. Worker shifts. Okay, that's weather adjusted shifts. Right. Hop houses. Filtration towers. Frostlands. Here we go. Can we do anything that's going to make exploring a bit more efficient? Survivalist headquarters. The Frostlanders did want that. Exploration time is decreased, threat levels decreased. Still that requires 400 people. So wait, hang on, what's the Scouts headquarters? Oh, because the Frostlanders are good at this, their version is just better. It's the same cost, it's the same everything, but it's just that's slightly decreased and that's decreased. Okay, so we might want to do that. Maybe I should have agreed to give them that vote. Logistics bays. Guard automated. Okay, that just gives us more people. Harvester hangar. Aerodrome from which harvesters are dispatched to the Frostland to make sure every last bit of food is extracted and brought for sorting in dedicated grading rooms. Harvesting efficiency. And again, because the Frostlanders are good at their job, their version is just better. Skyways. Unlock skyway connections which can be built in the Frostland to allow the transport of more resources. Ooh! We can build gondolas. Okay, and it doesn't... Nobody has any unique variant of the gondolas. They're just gondolas. What else have we got? Famine prevention, housing blocks, maintenance duty. Unproductive due maintenance. Jesus. Define unproductive, chaps. Okay, workers who do not meet their quotas must stay after shift to perform machinery and infrastructure maintenance. You don't want maintenance to be a punishment duty. That is a fantastic way to get people to sabotage shit as a spite action. Efficiency bonuses. To encourage competition, the city will allocate special bonuses to those who work most efficiently. Again, define efficiently, because that could just turn into bribes. Society. Hospitals. Teaching hospital. Outfitted with dedicated equipment and facilities to provide medical education and training. Ah. Oh, and that lets us do triage. I remember that one. Yeah, instantly heals a bunch of people, but those it doesn't heal will die. Which is bad. Watchtowers. Okay, saw over here housing insulation. Yeah, everyone agrees that we should insulate asbestos. Oh, fuck. To take advantage of the natural properties of its fibres, dwellings will be upgraded with asbestos-laden materials. Well, it's not going to be the coal that will kill you. Fucking hell. Welcome to 1910, I guess. Jesus. Okay. Let's research asbestos. It's gonna... And just in time, too, because heat is about to take a plunge. Right. Logistics bays. Requires 400 workforce. I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to turn off extraction for the time being. We need a bit more money. There we go. Logistics district. It's gonna be a weird, long, spindly one. Because I'm having to ration my shit here. Okay, how long is this going to take? 9 weeks, and a colder season is about to hit imminently, but thankfully we won't have to deal with it for long. Why is disease... Oh, right. Dust coal mine. People are breathing in toxic crap. Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. Let's speed her up a little bit. We're going to need a whole bunch more material to sort this out, because right now we are at a major
Wrap up well.
material
The frost
deficit.
is here.
Got to keep the industry going, because there we go. We can now survey the frozen lands. Let's go. So, welcome. Ah. Overpopulation and dwindling fuel reserve forced many residents of New London to take refuge in these temporary shelters built around a small hot spring. Its inhabitants wait for conditions to improve enough for them to return home. Okay, and that's going to bring a whole bunch more... Yeah, we desperately need a workforce. So I've got 10 more teams. Let's see, we can either go to... Oh, timer's still running. So, we can go to the Highlands. No, we can't. Requires too many people because the threat level is dangerous. Dangerous. Here we go, safe. Windswept foothills used to be thoroughly explored, but whiteouts have raised the paths and safe houses we constructed. The area had an old coal mine, though. Maybe there's still some left. Over 30 years ago, the Imperial Exploration Company landed here to build this region's generators. A few hastily dismantled piers still stick out of the ice, a faded reminder of their short-lived purpose. Let's head this way and get that coal. Zoom. Ugh, camera. There we go. Oh, nice. Big workforce boost. Right. So, we need to start unbuggering our situation here. So, pause. Let's... go get that extracting so we can start getting some prefabs, because we are getting a little low on those. And yeah, we have a major material deficit, so we're going to start breaking ground south. Good stuff. We also need more food. Ah, council's in session. Good. Right. Now I promised the New Londoners that we were going to. So there we go. City development effort. They appreciate that I even suggested vote. We can vote straight away on that because we know that's going to pass. Big round of applause.
Hear ye, hear ye. The eyes have it.
Everyone's stoked. Nice! New Londoners are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Everyone's happy. Oh, because we brought all those people in, the New Londoners now actually massively outnumber the Frostlanders. Okay. We're doing for time. Still got half an hour. Good. So now, my central district generates 5 prefabs a week. Just passively. How's the... Okay, the asbestos is almost ready. Can we do any more exploring in the meantime? No. Requires more people. Okay, we'll... Yeah, we want to start breaking ground towards over here anyway, so... Moving in this direction. That is a lot of just empty blank ground to cover. Ooh, what's this? Iron vein. Sorry, shallow iron vein. Amount 2.4 million. There we go. Aligned research increases relations. Nice. Hey, we're in coal profit. Wow, that made a difference. We were actually declining there for a while, but we're now in substantial profit. Speaking of, how are we doing? 157 weeks worth of coal at the current rate. It'll be full in a year.
Do not be alarmed by any unusual noises coming from the generator. Routine maintenance work is underway.
Sure, it's fine. Nothing is going to explode. Okay, let's keep breaking ground. Two more frost breaking rounds, and we'll unlock all of this food over here and the other way station. Why are we cold? Have you sent the children to mines yet? No, not yet. I'm worried that it may soon come up. You don't require any heat at all. Damn. Okay, can I... That one's already been expanded. If I expand it, what's that going to do? So hang on, that's 20, and the expanded one is 25. So I might as well build a new district rather than... It was quite different. Oh, you have no idea. So all of the first game happened down there. This is our map now. Like, if I go to the groundbreaking view, everything here that's inside this like flat grey bit is our building area. We've up stocks quite a bit. Stockpiles. Oh, stockpiles run out. Yikes! Big yikes. Okay. We need more workforce. That is a problem. We are about to get a population increase, though. Okay, this is a problem. Man, I was expecting more of a warning there that that's what kids are for. Hang on, if I go over to here, ooh, heat dispatcher. Okay, show what I'm actually here to show. Society. There we go. How can we shape our youth into good citizens? Who's ready for some war crimes? Young adults are encouraged to experiment free from arbitrary bounds and judgments. What would you call arbitrary, game? What does arbitrary mean? Unlocks the youth employment program, which bolsters the city workforce but decreases heat. we could. The children yearn for the mines. Do we want to just go in for that? I am having a bit of a workforce issue. I'm not researching anything right now. Let's go for it. Why not? And we've got council. Can we council anything? Excuse you? Why is this shining at me? Oh my word. Guard enforcers. The steward may deploy squads of well-equipped, well-trained guards to put down disruption and otherwise keep the peace. Unlocks quell protest. Oh boy. Because there's no crimes like war crimes. Guided voting. Ugh. The steward may declare a motion vitally important to the city's survival, curtailing debate and convincing many wavering delegates to support it. Okay, so that lets me just, like, yell at people to be like... What's that? Game. You need to sign the previous law to increase the steward's authority. You know, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Considering I can declare martial fucking law out here, I don't think I want to do that. People will only consider appointing you the captain if times become truly dire. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Oh! Ain't that handy? Childhood. What have we got here? There are no rules who define who is responsible for the care and education of children. Some are well cared for while others are neglected. Bam! Just right out here with the... with my shoe falling off, with the astringent satire and... Oh, Jesus. Family apprenticeships. All children must work alongside their relatives so they learn the trade. Okay, that would increase percentage of active workers, so more of my population is getting in there. Or mandatory school. Guarantee that children have the skills and knowledge needed in the city. We will establish a mandatory school program. It's pretty common practice to spray protesters with water cannons in real life. Spraying someone with a water cannon in Frostpunk is basically a death sentence. I remember in the first game that actually happens to a guy. Well, they throw a bucket of water at him and then lock him in a room on his own, and he just freezes. Ah, community. Oh, okay. We've already done that. City development effort. Contagion prevention. Basic necessities. Are customarily provided without compensation, but practices differ from place to place. Okay, we can do free essentials. Free essentials. Yeah. How much of this game is going to be me just flexing my own political biases? Based on availability, the city will ensure that all citizens are provided for with what they need to survive for free, including basic rations and clothing. Trust rises. Okay, so that just flat out produces a trust bonus. Aid essentials. To foster responsibility and reward work, citizens will be charged a full small fee in exchange for essentials such as basic rations and clothing. Oh yeah, that one. Well, thankfully I didn't hit that one. When I was playing, that I didn't let the generator get that high. Like, it was bloody close. I think we got to like 90%, but we got there. Had to send a kid, the child died, but ultimately saved the city. Rip to a real one. Food additives. Citizens will provide some... Okay, so that just passively generates food when outside of a whiteout. Chemical additives. Food production efficiency is increased, but disease is marginally increased. But that's going to be way easier to push for. Okay. What do we want to do? That would... Research speed slightly increased. I have a funny feeling that we're going to be doing the same thing as the first game, where we just need to blaze through the research tree. to get to like the big stuff. Oh, the end game music in that. Man, if a city building game ever had a fucking final boss fight, wow. That is one of the reasons where that is one of, one of the reasons why that game is one of my favorites just ever, because I remember getting to that bit the first time and just the dawning realization that I had of there's nothing else I can do. There's no more buttons for me to press. There's nothing else proactive I can do. I just have to sit here and watch it and hope. Like, family apprenticeships. The situation is hesitant, but that would really help. That would really help. Because we are having a fairly major workforce issue. But this is fully supported by the stalwarts. And increased research speed would be great. I'm going to propose mandatory school and we'll see how it does. Is there any negotiation we can do? Yeah, they won't negotiate because they want it. Frostlanders, can I negotiate? Do you still want that? Grant agenda. Let Frostlanders choose the next law to be voted on. Or they want us to enact durable goods. Actually, how popular is durable goods? Goods. Durable goods. People are divided mostly against. Yeah, so I can't guarantee that I'd pass that. You know what? Okay, we will propose... Yeah, we're going to propose mandatory schooling. We'll negotiate with the Frostlanders to grant them the next agenda. There we go. Let's... Hey, teachers. First game didn't really have this... No, back in the first game, you just clicked a law and it did it, whereas this, you actually need to think about what you can pass. You actually need to... like, think stuff. I'd let him do your heading with their rubbish, kid. Oh, okay, we've got some people who are kind of beefed with it. Yeah, some people are not super thrilled with me passing certain laws. Right. Yeah, okay, we need to resolve the material situation. This is bad. We still have a pretty solid... Right, hang on. Numbers. Requires 600 workforce. Fuck me running. Okay, if I turn that down, that is unfortunately going to cut into our stockpile. No, you know what? Let's turn the coal district down a little bit. Because we're, yeah, down to about there. If I turn... Ah! That one to full. This one down. That's fine. We'll be getting more people in soon because the population's about to increase. So, extraction district. There we go. And we can expand it into those three. Okay. So, Yeah, the Frostlanders want us to grant them the agenda, so... Yeah, they get to propose. It doesn't matter if it actually passes. All they care is that we let them propose the next law. That's all they care about. Let's check the research tree. Once that's done, resources. Here we go, sawmills. What can we do here? Because materials is getting very, very low. So, untreated sawmill. Disease is slightly increased, but lots of material. Mechanized sawmill. Oh, right, but the Frostlanders, their sawmill doesn't require nearly so much heat. Yeah, because presumably a mechanized sawmill is steam-powered. Okay, well, that will probably be our next project, is to start looking into a sawmill. Because how much are you going to generate? 150, which will still put us quite low. That will still be below what we need. Goodness me, this game is just as much like plate spinning as the first one, and I am here for it. Our scout teams have almost finished exploring the gorge. Here we go, the battered foothills have been explored. A rusted engine. A jettisoned secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull we found a core, an irreproducible component. Do you think we can get more syllables in there? From before the frost that we can use to power our most advanced technology. Aye. Fissures in the ice suggest the dreadnoughts travelled to the frozen bay a long time ago. So there's something over at the frozen bay. We get 2 cores and it will require 5 dudes to do that. What else can we do in the meantime? Mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. The approach trail is in poor condition, but we found a warehouse with prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it. We could take them or leave them in place if we wanted to use the mine again. Using the mine will take more Frostland teams. No, let's... yeah. Let's get a maintained trail. There we go. Mining complex inhabited by children, as is tradition. Welcome to the 1880s. Okay, so if we set this up, that requires 10 guys, and will generate 250 coal. Boosh. Okay. So if we just connect trails, if we just hook that. How do I hook this up? Trail construction. Oh, there we go. It needs to... okay, the dotted spots is how far a trail can go. Yeah, so go... So that's 25. There we go. And it's going to take 3 weeks. There we are. So that's all set up. And we'll have some of our guys dismantle that wreckage. Old observatory. This towering structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. The settlement has been in decline since the collapse of the observation tower. Some may be willing to reconsider their situation. We need a new and stable source of heat in New London to be convincing to all of them. Right. Okay, and that's unlocked a whole bunch of other stuff. Deadly. Dangerous. Deadly. Goodness me. Okay. Let's try heading west then. Fucking hell. Alright, but it's gonna need more guys. We're gonna have to wait for the trails to finish construction before we can do that.
Children caught idling during school hours will be punished.
Yeah. Some arguments going on. Alright. You know what? Oh, we can't even do that. I was about to say, I'm going to borrow some money off the stalwarts and build more food districts, but we can't even do that because we don't have the workforce to even break ground over here. Well, but we are about to research liberated youth, which might help us. Cores. Pivotal components machinery from the era preceding the Great Frost. These are essential in upgrading the generator and constructing advanced buildings. Manufacturing technology of comparable quality is nearly impossible in the current environment. As such, you cannot produce any cores. Consider every investment you make with cores carefully, as they are scarce. You can only find cores in the Frostland. Right. Yeah, because that all requires specialist, like, industrial equipment that we do not have. Okay, Frostland teams. That's still going to take a couple more weeks before that's ready to go. But we brought the cores back. Let's go get some agreeable people out of the cold. And we'll bring them home, so the giant automatons that use cores make a return too. I don't know, because they all required, like... oh, that's a law. Right, that doesn't just happen. I need to... Ah. The Steward, the stalwarts have drafted the Liberated Youth Law. Our customary practice would be to hold a vote on it at first opportunity, but another group has already been given the right to set the current agenda. The stalwarts graciously agree to forego their customary research privilege, but trust you will grant them the agenda in the near future. Right. Stalwarts expect to vote on Liberated Youth. What category does that go under, though? Explore laws, society, youth. There we go. Okay, so childhood and youth are different. And we have liberated youth, which... What is going on here? Why do you two look like you're flirting? Okay. So that, yeah, bolsters workforce but decreases heat stamps. It's honestly fine. It's the workforce that I need. What is our workforce situation? Yeah, oh wow, we're losing a lot of money on unmet goods. Alright. Oh! Expedition support placed on the agenda. Alright, we'll do this vote and then we'll call it a night. So, they want to change... Okay, so hang on. Isn't that what we've already got? Yeah, community service, city development. They want to change it to expedition support. People are divided. You know, I think we're honestly fine for construction materials. So, yeah, let's vote on it. I think we're going to win, because they only need 7 delegates of the hesitant 24. So unless 20 of the hesitant disagree... Yeah.
The proposed law has been approved.
Expeditions are now faster. And we have a big, healthy workforce now. Okay, we're going to need to do a whole bunch of building. The city grows. Steward, a new count, has revealed significant growth in our population in recent weeks. Some attribute the rise to an influx of settlers from the Frostland, others to births outnumbering deaths. Whatever the cause, we have adjusted our calculations, but the city needs to reflect the new numbers. Right, we are going to need to do a whole heap of building. But, yeah, we're also going to need to do more exploring to the west, but thankfully we can build ourselves another way station. Alright, lots to do, but that will be for next time. Let's grant the agenda before I forget. There we go. This is going well. Everybody's happy with us. We're a little low on resources, but at least no one's out for blood at the moment. Anywho, we'll call it a day there. I'm going to save the end of our session, and I'm probably going to spend all night playing the sandbox mode. But for now, let's... There we go, that's nice and paused. Alright, let's head on over to the booth, and we'll see who's on that we can go and have a nice frosty raid to. Twitch.tv/following. Stretch the neck out because I've got that gamer shrimp again. Ah, shrimping ain't easy, kids. Okay. Let's see. Kaelin is playing some more Dredge. Laserbears is playing some Dark Souls. Fox is playing Gran Turismo. There's not a lot going on, I'm going to be honest. Let's head on over to Laserbears. There we go, he's playing some Dark Souls Remastered. Right. After a stream like that, I think I'm in need of a nice hot shower. Also going to get some cookies. But, until next time, I'll see you all on Thursday for more Frostpunk 2. Cannot wait. Till then, thank you all for joining me. Good night.